There's something about classic cars that modern cars just can't replicate. There's no giant touchscreens, there's no software updates and no driving modes. It's just you, the road, and the machine that was built to make you smile. By the end of this video, I believe I can convince you that you should own a classic car, if not be thinking about buying one. So here it is then, my 1959 Austin-Healey Sprite, although many of you probably know it by the Frogeye Sprite, but to be honest, I have no idea where that nickname actually came from. The funny thing is, these headlights were never actually supposed to be like this. They were supposed to be retractable into the bonnet, but when BMC looked at how expensive the mechanism would be, they scrapped it and fixed the headlights in place, creating probably one of the most recognizable faces in classic car history. The whole idea behind this car was to build an affordable sports car. In fact, Donald Healey once said, it should be a sports car a chap could fit in his bike shed. So when this car left the factory in 1959, it originally came with a 998cc engine.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But like many classic cars, this has had a slight modification. It now runs a 1275cc engine from the very famous A-series engine line. You can probably tell, but in a car like this, it's not all about huge horsepower numbers. In fact, in a car this light, a little bit extra displacement does make a big difference. Modern cars are incredible. They're more efficient, they're quieter, they're safer, but they're also a little bit disconnected. In this car, you do get to feel absolutely everything. The steering, the road surface, the engine vibrations, and of course that great fuel smell. You get to interact with it all. Driving a classic car turns every journey into an event. When you need fuel, suddenly you've got an excuse to take the long way round. Another thing you realise when owning a classic car is that everybody absolutely loves them. You see people on the street looking, taking pictures, and people suddenly smile at you as if it's brought a beam of sunshine to their day. Strangers always start conversations, and most importantly, people that also own classic cars always have a great story to tell. In fact, many of the people you meet can be so interesting with their own experiences with cars like this, and you just have a pleasant chat with someone.
What did you get, mate?
Sorry?
Love the Sprite.
Thank you, mate.
I've got one in Irish blue.
Irish blue? Well, that was the original colour of this.
Name's D, you know what it's called?
George, like.
When did you have that?
About a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, right.
But yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, I bought it like this. I've done a few touch-up bits. The bonnet's being sprayed next month.
Is that fiberglass?
No, it's the original steel. Yeah, it's wicked. Yeah. It just works, doesn't it?
Yeah. I spent 6 years restoring mine, every not month.
Yeah, oh mate, well that is the plan.
Yeah.
But at the minute, in its sort of kind of tatty condition, I just use it. So classic cars aren't just transportation, they actually in fact connect people, and you might even make a couple of mates along the way. I'm just going to pull over here. Now I know what a lot of you must be thinking, and before the keyboard warriors start typing, classic cars are expensive, classic cars aren't reliable, and I can't fix classic cars, just stop. Let me explain why all of that is complete nonsense. Cars like this one are incredibly simple to understand, and in fact you can even learn to understand them very easily. There's no complicated electronics, there's no silly software systems to update, it's just you and the machine. Owning one doesn't mean you need to be a master mechanic. It just means having a little bit of willing to learn how. Actually, I'm curious, if you were going to buy your first classic car, what would it be? Let me know in the comments. The cars like the Austin-Healey Sprite are one of the best classic cars to own for many reasons, but cost being a big one, massive following community being another, parts availability being another, and just it's an all-round belter for the money. And that's of course thanks to the upgraded 1275 engine now in this Frogeye. In fact, with that extra bit of displacement, it makes it even more of a riot on a country B road. And this leads to something that genuinely surprised me about this car. When people think of classic cars, they think of a fragile weekend toy, but the reality is very different. This is far more usable than I originally thought, within a 10-mile radius, of course, but it really could be used as a daily. It can do almost everything a modern car can do. Of course, not quite as quickly, and yes, there is a chance that you might not make it to your destination, but that's just part of the fun. On longer journeys, yes, it's probably not going to be my first choice, but for local driving, country B roads, popping to the shop, it's a brilliant little car to live with. As long as it's not raining, of course. The real reason to own a classic car isn't about horsepower, and it isn't about investment value. It's here primarily for the reason to remind you why people fell in love with driving in the first place. No automation, no nonsense. It's just you and the car. So if you've ever thought about owning a classic car, take this as your sign. Find one, learn about it, and just drive it. I genuinely believe every car enthusiast should own a classic car in their lifetime, at least once. Even if it's only for a year, you've just got to do it. Because once you experience it, modern cars will never feel the same again. If you're already driving a classic car, let me know what it is. I love to know what everyone's driving. And this bloke. Do you like it? It's cool, isn't it? He likes it. He likes it. He's just playing coy. He's just being coy. These guys like it. They told me a minute ago. Here we go. One customer. Ready? Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's go.